Previously on Unturning.
I've just seen your mother and I will never speak to her again.
I have decided to become a sod cutter.
Three weeks later, inside Damon Wildeve's inn, Mrs. Yeobright is visiting a very pregnant Thomasin when Diggory Venn knocks at the door. Thomasin lets him in.
Good evening, Diggory.
Good evening, Thomasin. Is Mr. Wildeve at home?
Not yet. He's been to East Egdon to buy a horse.
Diggory eyes Mrs. Yeobright, clearly conflicted.
Then I passed him leading her home. A beauty with a white face and dark mane.
Then he'll be home soon, I'm sure.
I needn't wait for him. I shall leave you to your company. Good night, Thomasin.
Good night, Diggory.
He leaves. Thomasin shuts the door.
What a strange man, that Diggory Venn.
He's not strange, Aunt. He's a very good man.
You've always thought so.
Yes, but why say it like that?
There is a noise outside the door.
That must be Damon. I'll go see the horse.
She crosses to the door, but Damon opens it just as she arrives.
Where's the horse, Damon?
Oh, I didn't buy it. The man was asking too much.
But someone saw you leading her home. A beauty with a white face and a dark mane?
Who told you that?
Diggory Venn, the Reddleman.
Does he dog my steps trying to find out something bad about me?
What do you mean?
I don't mean to be rough toward you, but there's something strange about that man. We won't speak of him again.
He leaves.
What were you saying, Aunt?
Oh, Tamsy, what will I do about Clem? I've lived for nothing but him all these years. How could my own child hate me?
He doesn't hate you.
This is what it is to be a mother. To give one's best years for her son, only to end up despised. He was so good as a little boy, so tender and kind. He would bring me little flowers from the heath. But now that witch has turned him against me.
Can she really be so heartless?
She was the one who nearly ruined your wedding, I could swear.
Don't. There's nothing to be done about it now, and you don't know it's really true. Oh, the baby. She's kicking again?
You're so sure it's a girl. Maybe she is. Boys.
Be patient with him. You must forgive your son for loving her, for lovers sometimes may be blind. Just try to let him go, he loves this woman so, 'tis heart over mind. You must concede that men are blind in love, and may not see what women can. Someday he'll realize, but till then you and I must pity the man. Someday he may awaken to find her heart of stone. But you and I can't change him. He must learn on his own. You must not blame your son for loving her, for passion blinds the hearts of men. Just try to let him be, and someday soon you'll see he'll love you again. He'll love you again.
I know you mean well, Tamsy. You're such a sweet girl. But you let men take advantage of you. I have to go see him. It's for the best. You'll see.
Mrs. Yeobright gives her a cursory hug and exits, leaving Thomasin alone. The baby kicks, her hand on her belly. Lights dim on her as they rise on Eustacia. For one moment of light, the two orphans are alone together. The heat of July inside the little cottage at the edge of the heath where Clem and Eustacia live. Their simple house has little furniture, but an abundance of books, one of which is in Eustacia's hand, though her mind is elsewhere. Clem is asleep on the floor in the corner farthest from her. A soft signal knock is heard at the outside door, which Eustacia is surprised to recognize, and she opens the door for none other than Damon Wildeve.
Damon Wildeve.
Good day, Eustacia. I came to make sure you had gotten home safely after the dance, where I happened to see you, quite by coincidence.
You don't need to speak so carefully. No one will hear you.
Damon steps inside.
He's asleep. On the floor.
Why?
He's too tired to go upstairs. He's been up since 4:30. Now that his eyes are too weak to read, he's become a sod cutter.
A sod cutter? The golden child of Egdon Heath, toiling in the dirt. I shouldn't be so vulgar to you, but what could possess him to do such a thing?
He hates to do nothing.
The fates have not been kind to you.
Nor to him.
Not at all. In fact, they've been quite generous with him.
How so?
He has you.
I am hardly a gift anymore.
If that means your marriage is unhappy, you know why. Sometimes I think it's a judgment upon you. You rightly belong to me, you know.
We couldn't both belong to you. And you went after her. I never dreamed of playing such a game until you taught me to do it.
I meant nothing by it. Men will often have a passing fancy for someone else in the midst of a lifelong love. I only went too far in marrying her. And you... Clem must be a happy man. He doesn't know what it is to lose the woman he loves.
Damon.
You know you were meant to be mine.
Don't speak to me as we used to. You'll drive me to say words I don't wish to say. I gave you up. I really thought I'd never see you again.
Well, there's no turning back now, my dear. You've bit much too far into that apple.
I've hardly bit into it, so much has been struck upside the head.
Well, such is the world. This earth of ours keeps spinning recklessly along its course. All we can do is make the most of it. And you, my dear, are the most.
The most fallen. Yes.
Not at all. The same force which makes the apple fall holds the moon in the sky.
I've missed you.
Of course you have. Why else would I have come? Do you remember how we met along the river in the fall? There in the fading summer shadows, I was helpless at your call. How you possess me with power I can't fight. How to resist you I try with all my might. And if I falter now, it's only right.
Yes, I remember every word and every kiss. And yet you doubted me, and so we've come to this. How can you come here knowing what we know? What can I tell you except it isn't so? But I don't have the heart to tell you no.
Don't you recall our kisses in the glen? Won't you surrender yourself to me again?
for you could love me now.
A knock at the door startles them. They hear Mrs. Yeobright calling from outside.
Clem?
My mother-in-law. I can't have her here. She dared to tell me she suspects you. What does she mean by coming here?
She must have walked all day in this heat. Perhaps she means to be reconciled with you.
No, she hates me. Surely she's here for Clem. Let him see her. I'll show you the back way out by the garden.
Clem!
Very well. I've had all I came for.
And that is?
A sight of you. On my honor, that was all I wanted.
He kisses her hand slowly, their eyes locked. He leaves through the other door while Mrs. Yeobright continues to call from outside.